Well, it's an exciting day today. We've got our 20-foot U-Haul box truck that we rented right behind the camera here. We're gonna head up to Irvine, California now to pick up the custom Greddy / throtl performance exhaust systems that we launched last week. The good news is, guys, is that we've almost sold out of these. The bad news is if you didn't get one, you're gonna have a real hard time now because they are almost gone. Head on over to throtl.com if you haven't already purchased one for your STI and get one today. We're gonna go pick these up so we can put them in the new boxes and get them shipped out to you right away. Well, let's go. Got my Mentos ready to roll.
Original, everything original, never like been messed with. So I mean, it needs cleanup, but
it's okay.
It has everything.
Yeah, even the intake tube is here.
Yeah,
that's missing.
Yeah.
Heck so, yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah,
perfect. Great first car.
Yeah, clean up.
My first car was 88.
Yeah. My first car was 90 DX.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the cheapest one. I can't remember what it was called back then.
It probably didn't have a grade.
It had black bumpers.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even have the color matched anything. Yeah. This place is so cool. I would love to just spend like 2 hours just going through all the stuff in the random boxes because I bet you there's some gems hiding in here. So one thing a lot of people don't know about Greddy is they actually are the US distributor for Rocket Bunny. And so as you can see in these boxes here, this is all Rocket Bunny fiberglass FRP parts and carbon fiber parts. So basically anything from Rocket Bunny or Pandem we actually sell. So yeah, if you want to widen that boy out, let us know. Look at this. Look how they integrated the breather fittings. So nice. So this is RB26 crate engine from Greddy. Basically, you can purchase this complete long block assembly, which is pretty forward thought on their part because these are really tough to get. And this is actually, I think, a RB28.
It's stroked up, so yeah.
So stroked.
Yeah, stroked.
So it's a 2.6 liter stroke to 2.8 liter, and then full billet.
Yeah, we need to finish this. I know still waiting for it too. So
valve train conversion.
We're trying to finish the final design of these guys, the covers.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And some of these covers are not even available brand new anymore.
So this is probably a prototype.
Yeah.
This one has the bolt-on cover, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the.
And then this one has the hump.
No, this is for the 2J.
So this is 2J.
2J VVTi.
Woo. So not only is this program available for RB engines from Nissan, it's also available for the Toyota 2J.
The non-VVTi covers.
So any of you hot boys with 2J cars out there, this is the one to get. finished up here at Greddy. And now we're gonna head over to Precision Dynamics, where our BMW 335i is that we recently gave away, our last sweepstakes car. The new owner is actually coming to pick it up in just a couple days. So we actually took it over to Precision Dynamics to have the experts give it one last look over to make sure that we're giving away a car that we can be 100% happy with when we hand it off. So we're gonna go pick that up now, and we're gonna drive that back down. I wonder if this guy realized I have 28 exhausts for his car in the back of this truck. Probably not. Dog, you ready for this? Now this is to go, so it's not as cool of a presentation. Normally it comes out on a cast iron platter and it's sizzling when you get it. Thinly sliced beef that's marinated with pepper and other sauces or whatever, and then pepper rice, which is kind of like fried rice, I guess. Corn, an egg, and some additional seasonings. It is the bomb, dude.
Is it rolling?
Oh my god, this lens is sick.
It smells delicious.
You won't be disappointed.
Wow. So you gotta get a little beef on the first bite.
Oh, you gotta get a little beef in there, a little egg. It's warm. Mmm. Tasty.
You got a little like spice in there.
Oh yeah. The pepper, bro.
Some pepper?
The peppers,
Oh.
We build a Subi and all these Subis pop up. Oh, don't worry about that front lip. Just put it up on. Pepper lunch was awesome as always. I had a feeling Nate was gonna like it. I'm glad I didn't overhype it in case he didn't like it. But now it's time to head over to Precision Dynamics and pick up our 335i so that we can give it away in a couple days. Alright, so I have Mike from Precision Dynamics here, and he was just kind of going over what they did with the car. And so essentially they gave it a once over, and I think you guys are pretty happy with what you saw.
Yep, we went through the car just to check it and see if there's anything wrong with it. To be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with it.
Fantastic.
And to be honest, this is probably the cleanest one I've seen underneath, the subframe being that spotless.
That's because I spent a lot of time
I can
cleaning it
tell.
up.
But regardless, like,
Okay,
you know, you guys did this, what, 2-3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And it hasn't accumulated any oil on it. I
good.
mean, we only did the oil pan gasket because we noticed that the bolts were the original bolts.
Okay.
So we knew it wasn't done.
Sure.
So why not just do it?
Fantastic. Well, so we can now feel really confident that when the new owner comes to pick this up,
Yep.
he's getting a great car that he's going to be able to enjoy and potentially modify further than we've already taken
Yeah.
it. So we've done, I think, the exterior part, the hard part. Now he can have fun and tune it.
Well, two things. The exterior and the turbos.
Yeah, yep. So, oh yeah, and the turbos,
Yeah.
which is really difficult. If you guys watch the video, it took Ricky and I, what takes them a day to do, it took Ricky and I about 3 days to do. So, we're happy with it. We're gonna get this thing back down to our shop because we have the new owner coming in just a couple days to pick it up. So, thank you so much, Mike.
Yep,
if you guys are in the Southern California area or in California or
Well, we actually have a lot of guys drive down from like Oregon and stuff too.
okay, surrounding states.
Yeah.
Precision Dynamics is the place to go if you've got a BMW or even Supra, right? The new
Yeah.
Supras. So you guys are doing a lot of work on those.
Yeah, a lot of those. We work on like Audis. I mean, obviously my R8 right here, and then we have Mercedes that we work on too. Pretty much, Europeans.
So if you guys are looking for a shop to bring your car, these guys are super rad and super good at what they do. So check them out.
Here comes the moving van. Did you call the U-Haul? Oh my god, that was so close! It's alright, it's a rental. Special delivery! When you gotta move some stuff.
Truck.
Yeah, dude, when you gotta move some stuff, who you gonna call but the U-Haul?
We need a sponsorship already.
Right?
Whoa!
And that big truck for just this stuff?
Just this, huh?
Woo!
Wow.
All right, bye, Evan. Don't worry, we'll take care of all this.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gonna chat just like that as soon as the truck arrives.
Welcome back to the vlog, guys. As you can see, today I'm not at the throttle shop. I'm actually at Stealth EV in Oceanside, California. Just wanted to give you a quick update. We are working on the 350z electric car. I've been working on this rear battery box for quite a long time now, and it's really come a long ways since you guys last saw it. I still have a bit more work to do on it, which Matt and the boys here at Stealth have been helping me with. Today is a monumental day, and that's why I'm here filming, because we're actually taking the Z chassis back to throttle, where we're gonna put it up on the lift, do a bunch of finish welding on the rear end that hasn't been done yet. Everything's just sort of tacked in place, but we've got to get some finish welding done on that. We are gonna be placing the front batteries in the battery tray here. Start laying out a plan with how we're gonna put the batteries in and route all the wiring and cooling lines that have to go into there. So we've got a bunch of stuff to do today before this gets picked up by the tow truck. So we're gonna go ahead and get to it. All right, well, Luis is here. I ran out of time to get the first modules in the box, but that's okay. We can do it at our shop. I'm gonna stick around here with Matt and finish cranking on the rear box while this thing's in transit. LC Towing, our guys that always bring the cars down from SOS for us, are gonna haul this one back down to the shop where Ricky's gonna take delivery and get it racked up so we can start doing some finish welding and some other stuff on the chassis. That's that. The Z is on the LC towing truck, gonna head back down to throttle. I want to make it very clear that this car is only going back to throttle because we have to do some finish work on the chassis before it can get sent off to paint. Now is the best time for us to do that. So to be clear, we're gonna be bringing this car back to Stealth EV as soon as it's ready. We'll do a final wiring check, battery check, all that stuff here at Stealth with the experts here, and then we'll try it out for the first time here at Stealth. We're looking forward to making some big progress and getting it back over here so we can drive this thing.
Yeah, you guys are right. This is 350Z time. Finally, the car is back from the shop, and we are finally, well, I'm actually going to start taking care of the little things that were driving us crazy. Like, for example, the gas cap. It does not close. We think reason for that is that when we welded this together, we kind of like pressed too hard on here, and we're guessing because it does not want to close. And I want to make sure this thing closes perfectly, or our other option is to just completely remove it, since this car is now going to be electric. We're thinking of putting the plug here to charge it, or we can just seal it completely and relocate the plug somewhere else. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to start undoing these weld points right here, and then hopefully the quarter panel will do what it needs to do to go back into place. And then if this thing closes perfectly and it's flush, I'm just going to re-tack into a different spot where there's not so much stress going on around it. But yeah, I'm about to just get to work. Anyway, so I grinded these out and it did absolutely nothing. And after removing this door like 30,000 times and breaking it, don't worry about that, we're getting a new one. This, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Boom, all right. So anyways, this metal wheel well that we built, part of it is hitting the door when it goes in. That's where it's hitting there. So I'm gonna jack this up, I'm gonna take this wheel off, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna make some cutting, some grinding, and then until we can make this thing work, and then once it works, we'll put everything back together and then I'll show you guys. So I ended up trimming this back, and this used to have a lip that came all the way down here, and that's exactly where it was hitting. So I ended up bending it this way and then shaving it all the way down, and now it clears perfectly fine. I'll show you right now. I just gotta do some stuff to the door real quick, and then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it back together and I'm gonna close it, and you'll see it's gonna be nice and flush where we need it to be flush. So I think it's a mission accomplished. All right, so right now we just got done with the 350Z. Seam seal's done, all the welding's done. We seam sealed the inside as well. They're both done, everything's nice and sealed. The next thing we're gonna do, we are moving to the Civic. Yes, sir. 350Z and Civic contact only one video. All right, so on the Civic, the first thing I'm gonna start doing, if you guys can see, we welded this a while ago. All these plates to cover every hole in here. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start cleaning the surface rust that it has on it from just sitting here, making it back to metal, steel, aluminum, whatever you want to call this. And we're just gonna start steam sealing around it. It's already welded, that needs to be finished welding. Weld this, cover that hole, and then let it cool off, grind it again to clean everything off, and put some primer in it. That way it's primer and sealant. That way it's completely sealed to the weather conditions out here. Other than that, yep, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna set up a camera so you guys can see me, and we'll go from there. All right, so I just finished literally cleaning all the spots that we need to re-weld and clean everything on that side as well. And next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use weldable primer. I'm gonna prime everything first, and then I'm gonna start tagging and welding all the spots that needs to be done, and then we'll throw some seam sealer in it. And then at that point, the floor should be done, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so let me show you what I got done so far. I just finished welding in those little plates. Like I said, I'm just gonna tack them all the way around. So the next step is I'm gonna clean up all the way around with a wire brush, and then once that's done, we're gonna throw some primer in it that we don't get any rust coming out of them.
All right, so I know that vlog was kind of all over the place, and maybe it's a little bit weird that I'm kind of taking this over, but I wanted to kind of explain a couple things, because I wanted to just let you guys know, we see you in the comment section. I know you guys want to see content on these two cars here. Believe me, we do too. So these things are back on the schedule now that the STI is making really good progress. So between the Civic and the Tesla Z and also the NSX, there's a ton more content coming. So if you guys aren't subscribed to our channel, do so. We are bringing these two cars back in full force. So for this car, as you guys know, now that it is back at the shop, we have a lot of stuff to do. Finish up the whole front end, dial in the wheels, suspension, brake setup, a lot of stuff. We can do the entire interior. As you can see, it's pretty much stripped in here. We gotta put the Liberty Walk wide body kit on, taillights on, and then we're gonna send this thing off to paint as well. So this project is definitely not stopping. We are going to be resuming weekly uploads for the Tesla Z, or as much as humanly possible. Now the Civic, as Mickey has explained a couple times, we were working with a partner for the rear end, and that relationship has dissolved. We have started work with a new company, and they are making really good progress on the rear end. So we should have some major updates for this in the next coming weeks. And on top of that, as soon as the rear suspension is done, the Civic is heading off to paint. So that's why you saw Ricky inside welding up some of those panels, because not only is the exterior going to be painted, but the interior is going to be painted as well as the engine bay. So the engine right here is basically ready to go. The engine bay on the car is looking pretty good, and just a couple other things on the inside to do to make sure that it's ready for the paint shop. So whew, that was a mouthful. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. As I said a million times, you know, we're super happy to have hit 1 million subscribers, and we're not stopping. We're not slowing down. So we've got a new car reveal coming out within the next week or so. We've also got a new merch drop that's happening on February 12th. Super happy about this. Oops, wrong sleeve. We've got a ton of cool gear in that, and remember that every dollar you spend on merchandise or car parts or anything, that gives you an entry to win our STI. Now that STI is getting dyno tuned. You guys will see that in an upcoming episode, and just a lot more in the works. So thank you guys once again for being part of the Throtl fam, being awesome. Please leave us a comment down below, like and subscribe this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it, I'm today's trying to top it. I put commas over bullshit, yeah, I put that on mama.